Groupon may soon face a powerful new competitor. Google is developing its own local coupon service called Google Offers. We're joined this morning by Andrew Zalasin. He's a chief finance officer for RRE Ventures. That's a venture capital firm specializing in technology. Andy, good morning.
Good morning.
First, let's address what Andrew Mason and Groupon was kind of talking about. First of all, do you think they were right in not accepting Google's offer?
Well, you know, we back entrepreneurs who are focused and want to build big companies. And the fact that they turned down the offer from Google is indicative of somebody who is really driven and wants to build the big opportunity. And hearing what Andrew Mason said this morning about the fact that he wants to focus on his business and not worry so much about Google's new offering is what you would expect from somebody running a company like Groupon.
But do you think a year from now he's going to think, wow, did I make a mistake?
I don't think he's not focused on the fact that Google is coming out with a competitor. He would be foolish, you know, there's an old saying, only the paranoid survive. And I think that's in fact the case. He's not showing that he's sweating that Google is coming out with a competitor, but he's definitely keeping his eye on it.
What about Google? Are they a bit paranoid also, watching what's happening with Groupon and some others in this space?
Well, you know, they did put in a $6 billion offer for Groupon not too long ago. And it says a lot because you know that if they're bringing out an offering right now, Google Offers, they were developing this for some time. But it begs the question, why were they willing to spend $6 billion to pick up Groupon when they were developing something themselves?
How big a market do you think this is potentially, this kind of social retail space?
Well, I think this is where things are moving. People want to have offers that are relevant. They want to see things that they are interested in rather than flat emails or offers that come over the post or come over your email and into your inbox. They want to see things that they're interested in.
Andy, what do you think Google brings to the party that maybe a Groupon can't and some others that are in the space, whether it's Living Social or some other folks?
Well, with Google, you have your Gmail users. You have your users of other Google items such as Google Maps and things of that nature. So
is that enough, though, to give it kind of the upper hand in this space with some that are already pretty well entrenched?
Well, upper hand is a big question. Again, they were willing to spend $6 billion to acquire Groupon. They do. Google does have a tremendous number of advertisers. They have a tremendous number of users. They have a very broad base from which to leverage the opportunity. But they do have Groupon, who has 35 million subscribers, 1,300 salespeople, and they're in 300 cities.
Let me ask you, do you think ultimately there can be, you know, when we talk about like the tablet marketplace, folks say it's going to be big enough that you can have a couple of key players. What about in terms of the social retail space? Can you have a Groupon, maybe somebody from Google, several different entries, if you will, that can do very, very well in this space?
No, absolutely. You have other companies such as Living Socials, also companies such as Tipper, which is an RRE portfolio company. And what they do is they go to local publishers, so local blogs and local newspapers where people are actually going to those sites because they're interested in what's going on in their communities. And the opportunity for people to advertise to people who are going to sites specifically because they're interested in the subject matter there, I think is a bigger opportunity for advertisers.
You don't think then, no doubt about that, Google isn't late to the party here?
Well, they are late to the party. I mean, again, Groupon has 35 million subscribers and Offerings has none.